So there's so much talk since last week after it came out that Senate President Ike Ekweremadu and his wife Beatrice Ekweremadu are in court in the UK regarding some issues that have to do with organ harvesting. While the facts are still unraveling or still being investigated, we're not going to talk too much about that, but there's certain other things that I want to make clear. Most especially the fact why he is under investigation, which has something to do with the age of the victim, which the federal government has come out to counter and say, yes, indeed, the young man is actually 21. However, there was this post about a lady who came out to tell that she was willing to donate an organ for his daughter.
My name is Martha Uche.
You say you want to donate your kidney to the daughter of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu. Why do you want to do that?
I want to do that because I need to help the girl. She's dying. They've already showed me in my dream that I should help the girl. I've already seen her a long time ago. So they already showed me in my dream. Even this one, I still have the same girl. So I need to do it fast.
Okay, so what are your demands if you are to help the lady?
I don't have any demand for now. I just need to save the girl's life. That is the most important thing for now.
Okay, thank you.
And we wanted to touch on how this can or could be illegal, why it is not, why you can't just wake up and say, I'd like to just give you an organ or so.
So, you know, when people come up on, especially on social media, anything comes out in a blog, you know, you have to take everything with a pinch of salt. But then, obviously, on Twitter, online, people just immediately were like, oh, this woman, does she really want to donate? Or is there something else she has in mind? So that was already an issue. But it's always been said that, especially in terms of legality, that giving an organ in exchange for something is illegal. It's against the law. So no matter what it is, it doesn't even have to be money. It could be a promissory note of anything whatsoever. That's supposed to be against the law. And then there's also a long process that a patient has to go through before and even after such a donation happens. So it might not be as easy as they think to just say, oh, you want to, you know, give away a body part of an organ.
I think she was basically talking about doing it on the black market. Because, like you mentioned, it is illegal. It's called donation for a reason. It's not commerce. Commerce. There is no exchange of value in one way or the other. So it's not commerce, it's donation. So according to charters that have been put in, I was reading something about how India at one point in time put up a law, because we know a lot of these things happen when it comes to, there's a lot of advancement with organ technology in Asia, especially India. And so they have laws that put it there and would say that, look, hey, you cannot do this. In fact, in some places they'll tell you until you are brain dead before your organs can be taken. But I know that in some parts of the world, you know, people who have health issues can say, okay, my brother, my relative, somebody who
a blood relative
with me can decide to, okay, I want to donate my organ. So when there is no commerce involved, I think it does fly. It does fly. It does fly that way.
So based on the former instance, based on the fact that, or rather the investigations are still going on regarding the age of the person, shifting one person from one place to the other, not just a person, but a minor is also one of the cases that they are facing.
That they are trying to face.
So you can't just, minors, I don't think minors can. No, you can't. Minors
make that decision.
For a lot of reasons, of course. We know some peg it at 18, so we'll peg it at 21, because of course at that point you're expecting them to be under some sort of a guardianship.
Yes.
You know, so...
You know, in third world countries, there is a very big market, a black market.
Yes, definitely.
And plenty of times when we have these instances in Nigeria of ritual killings, the truth is, that's actually what some of them are. There is that market, but people aren't, we haven't yet come to that awareness that this is what it actually is. It's not all ritual. It's the fact that people are actually harvesting organs and are perhaps finding a way to shift them from one place to the other. And they have that demand. So you're definitely going to have these kinds of instances happen.
And there are sadly a lot of corrupt doctors that have taken it upon themselves since you know, so many things are happening in the health industry.
Wasn't there a reference to it in one of these new movies that came out?
Yes, Blood Sisters.
Yeah, Blood Sisters.
There was a doctor who coerced, basically coerced the two sisters into a house just because of organ donation, or rather, organ harvesting, rather. there are so many different scenarios that you could put together in this, but it does just depend on the laws that have been put in place, to make sure that these things don't happen.
You know, some people might come up with the argument that it's my body, it's my organ, I have a right to do what I want to do with it. And, well, it could be valid if it's taken to a vote, depends on on legislation. Recently, there's a landmark reversal, Roe versus Wade, in the U.S., which, of course, that was a landmark case when it came to abortion rights.
Do you have any personal... what do you think about that ruling?
So, for Roe versus Wade, there's someone mentioned something. Say, what has happened is that you are overturning legal abortion. Illegal abortion still goes on. There are cases where number one, I would say that for women, it's not fair that a man should make a decision,
or anyone in any case.
Yes, over a body that you don't really understand in that particular scenario. But I would say that there are times when when abortions have saved lives, when you have what's it called? There are different kinds of pregnancies.
Yes.
A moment of clarity here is the fact that it wasn't actually it wasn't overruled. It was just this government releasing its hands from that situation, and leaving the decision to
each state. Exactly. So it's states. So in a number of states now, it's almost half and half. You know, a number of states almost half and half.
It's a delicate thing.
It is a delicate thing. But
and it's become highly political as well.
Exactly.
Very.
As are many issues. As are many issues.
It was going to get.
But all in all, we're still monitoring the story. We'll be giving you the facts and updates in our news bulletins.
Stay tuned. We've got more. Go ahead.